What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here, and today is the last day of Black Ops 2. So this is it, right? Call of Duty Ghosts comes out tomorrow. Black Ops 2, your run is over. And I think that a lot of people are going to miss you, and a lot of people are going to say good riddance to bad rubbish. I, for one, think that this game was one of the best Call of Duties ever, if not the best. And I wanted to do a little bit of a retrospective about our year with Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, this game I played almost every day this year. There were a few breaks in there where I went away or I had other stuff I really had to get done and just didn't have time. But for the most part, I played this game for an entire year, and I feel like I'm pretty familiar with it at this point. And while I'm really looking forward to Call of Duty Ghosts, it's kind of weird to think about this game going onto the shelf and me like hardly ever touching it again, you know, just like Modern Warfare 3. I put that on the shelf. I didn't crack that package open more than once or twice this year. So, and I'm sure that's what's going to happen with Black Ops 2 now. Anyhow, so let's get into the good and the bad of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. What we really enjoyed over the last year and what just drove us crazy. The first thing that I really wanted to talk about was the weapon variety. I think that Black Ops 2 had the best weapon variety of any Call of Duty game in the past. I think that weapons like the MAA-1, the Chicom, the KSG, they were just so different than what we'd seen in the past. It was just really fun. And you could really kind of set up a new class, a new weapon, new classes to really take advantage of that, and it added to the overall variety of the game. And I really hope to see more stuff like that in Call of Duty Ghosts. The next thing I want to talk about was downloadable weapons. Getting that Peacekeeper in the first DLC, I think, was brilliant. It not only kind of infused, well, basically it gave us a brand new gun that everybody got to play with all at once, but it infused a bit of expectation into what we can see in the future, and I think that we're definitely going to be seeing more of that kind of thing in the future. I really hope so anyway. Next, I want to talk about the maps. I felt like the maps this year were pretty good. They were consistently good. They weren't awesome. Some of them were really good. Some of them were a little bit poor, but overall I think they were pretty good. They were better, I think, than the maps that shipped with the game. There was more variety than the maps that shipped with the game. I also liked how we got the new game types with the DLC. That was fun. I like getting new game types. I like trying to play the game in new ways. Now, when you watch my channel, you'll see a lot of free-for-all and a lot of TDM. But I like to have variety with the game. Something that proved to be fairly controversial was the DLC that was the new gun camo. So this wasn't included in your season's pass if you had paid for that, and a lot of people were a little upset about that. They thought that buying that season pass would get you everything that came with the DLC in the future for the game, and that didn't prove to be the case. Although, I gotta say, I really liked getting the DLC. It was fun to, just for a day, just try new camos and just a certain amount of freshness. It's very trivial, but I liked it. This game, I think, was the fastest, most acrobatic, most crazy Call of Duty we've ever seen. Campers hated this game because it was nearly impossible to camp. You saw a few guys do it with extreme setups, the Black Worm comes to mind, but, between lightweight, dolphin diving, jumping around corners, super fast character movement speed. Black Ops 2, I think, turned out to be the twitchiest of the Call of Duty so far, and probably the least tactical minded. The Pick 10 system turned out to be amazing. I don't think they can ever go back to a system where you can only pick one perk out of each tier again. The Pick 10, it just added so much customizability, and it was so much fun to experiment with things right at the beginning of the game that, I don't know, I think it was a stroke of genius, the Pick 10 system, and I really thought it was absolutely the best innovation that came from Black Ops 2. Now I've talked about some of the good, I want to talk about some of the bad, some of the heartbreak that came with Black Ops 2, and in a lot of people's eyes there was plenty of it. For me, one of the problems with Black Ops 2 was the DLC. They went back to the well in every one of the map packs. They brought back an old map from an older game. And, it was fun to see at first, but they kept doing it, and by the end with the dig map, that map just didn't fit Black Ops 2 for me. The character movement is so fast and the weapons kill so fast that map was just I don't know, it just didn't work in Black Ops 2 the way it did at World of War. It really, I felt like it was out of place. And I felt like that with a couple of the maps, and especially the maps that they brought from Black Ops 1. It was too soon. I was already sick of Nuketown. I was already sick of a couple of the maps that they brought back from Black Ops 1. And I hope they don't make that a habit in the future. I'd like to see more freshness in the map packs. While I think that Treyarch really nailed the weapon variety in Black Ops 2, I don't think they ever got the weapon balance quite right. The R870 was overpowered day one, still is. The pistols, not only do you get a movement speed bonus, but you also can outgun SMGs at close range. Those things are way overpowered. The only knock against them is ammo, but you can just put extended mags in them or fast mags in them. I never quite thought that they had the weapon balance quite right. And I never thought they had the perk balance quite right. While I love the Pick 10 system, I think it's an amazing system, the perk balance always felt a little off. You almost always see people run around with lightweight, toughness, and dexterity. Things like awareness, hardline, anything like that, it just never seems to get used that much because the main three perks are just so important to use that you can never kind of move away from them that far unless you're just playing a for fun game, which hopefully all of them are, right? I mean, we're playing this game for fun. That's about it, though. I really enjoyed this game overall. I think it's one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. I'm really looking forward to Ghost. That's going to be coming out tomorrow. And trust me, you'll see videos tomorrow on my channel of Call of Duty Ghosts. And I'll see you guys next time. Tell me what you guys thought about Black Ops 2 overall. What were the best things about it? What were the worst things about it? Let me know down in the comments section, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.